This is Daily Gains. Welcome back.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Dave. It's time to get it in. Let's get going. James 3:12. Can a fig tree, my brothers, bear olives, or a grapevine produce figs? Neither can a salt pond yield fresh water.
So, as if one rhetorical question wasn't enough, he slaps another one on there. He's like, hey, you want a double quarter pounder of obviousness? Here, I'll give you two. Salt water versus fresh water, figs versus olives. I don't know if you ever had olives, but they don't taste like figs.
Or grapes.
It won't take very long to recognize that what you just popped into your mouth was not a fig. It's got a very distinct sweetness to it. An olive, not so much. And these are two foods that, to James' readers, they would have been very, very familiar with.
Mm.
Again, I have to sit back here and just kind of put my hand over my mouth and say, he is hammering this point. This is a much bigger deal than I give it credit for, than I give credence to. I know, and I tell my kids, Paul tells us in Ephesians that we are to be speaking to each other in truth and love and building each other up and all these things. And I get that we should be love and truth, but I almost always will give myself a pass. And I'm really deeply challenged here, as James is saying, that's not a pass that's been stamped by heaven. Like if you go to Dairy Queen, you've got your Dairy Queen favorite customer card with all of the holes punched out because you're trying to get your free Blizzard. But it's actually like DG, not DQ. When the person sees it, they're going to reject. And it doesn't matter how many holes you have punched in it. If it doesn't say DQ on it, it doesn't work. If it's not the real thing, it's not going to be honored. And James is saying here, hey, don't let yourself be deceived. Don't try to bring a false customer loyalty card into God and say, hey, God, look, I did all these great things for you. Don't really mind the fact that I'm over here cussing a blue streak because I know that you'll really be okay with it. I'm harboring all kinds of anger and hatred in my heart. And it just, sometimes it slips out of my mouth and it feels good. So I'm sure you're okay with me being okay with it. James says, yeah, that card's going to be rejected. I remain deeply confronted with that reality.
Let's get to work.